Hello, Kat here, Kat Miller here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 mindset hacks for Facebook Live videos. I don't know about you, but when I first started doing Facebook Live videos, I was absolutely terrified. So, if you're like most people that I speak to, you find the idea of getting live on a video rather terrifying. And I definitely did. I remember when I first got introduced to this idea of Facebook Live videos, I really didn't like it because I was editing all of my videos. I wanted them to be so polished. And I realized, Facebook Live videos are here to stay. And if I don't jump on board, then I'm going to be left behind. They've been around a long time now. And so if you still haven't really jumped on the Facebook Live video train, or maybe you have been doing some Facebook Live videos, but you haven't been getting the engagement that you want, you haven't really been getting the reach, the connection, it hasn't been helping you actually to get sales conversations booked in, it hasn't got you leads, it hasn't got you clients, and you're wondering why not and whether it's something to do with the mindset, then you are in the right place. Because a lot of times the way we show up on a Facebook Live video, our mindset has actually got a lot more to do with it than actually what we say. What we say is super important, but it's only a small part of our communication. If you're showing up without the right mindset, it will totally affect your Facebook Live video. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some powerful tricks and tips so that you can show up more confidently, so that you can engage and build more trust and rapport with your followers and your tribe, your community, and you can also get better and better at this skill, so you become more confident and you can actually grow your business using Facebook Live videos. Why are Facebook Live videos so powerful? Well, there's a few different reasons. They build trust and rapport a lot faster than written posts. People can get to know you so much faster through video. In fact, I heard an interesting stat today. It was something like 60 times better when it comes to building trust and rapport than just reading someone's blog post or reading someone's social media post. So a video, it's like a picture, that there's a saying, a picture speaks 1,000 words. A video gets people engaged either very fast or repels them very fast, right? So you can make or break your business through, first of all, avoiding videos altogether and not doing them. And people think, why are they not doing videos? Why is he not doing videos? Why is she not doing videos? Or you can do poor videos that actually do more damage, right? So some of you have started doing your own Facebook Live videos, and some of you are still kind of on that journey or maybe on the fence. So I'd love to know, who am I speaking to? Who is on here live? Have you done a Facebook Live video before? Tell me about your experience with it. Hi, Trish. Hi, Vipav. I've probably said that wrong. I apologize. Hello. Have you done a Facebook Live video before? I'd love it if you pop it in the comments there. If you've done one, give me a yes or a no. Or maybe you might put a maybe, or maybe you are thinking about it and you want to make sure that you've got the right mindset for it. The next reason is they enable you to help more people at once, right? So instead of me having one-to-one coaching conversations all day, I can jump on here every single week and impart a message very fast to my community, the Amplify Your Influence community. So you are able to build up a community of people who want to hear from you, and you can help them all at once. So whether people show up live or whether they show up to the replay, you're building this content library for them that's hosted in Facebook. You can download the videos as well afterwards, and you're serving your community. You're able to provide very real, valuable content for them. And I do recommend, unless you're going to run ads to your video, that you start posting in your Facebook group. If you haven't got a Facebook group, I highly recommend it if you want to be an influencer, if you want to have influence. And influence is about helping people to take action. It's inspiring people. It's helping them to get what they want, right? So you want to be that leader, that thought leader, that inspirer, that influencer who can help people to go from where they are to where they want to be. And Facebook Live enables you to do that at a mass level. It's very scalable. It also Compared to the written content, it means that you can more effectively educate people and inspire people than you can through writing. And this has been proven with a lot of research. It can open a whole lot of doors of opportunity for you. I constantly get asked to speak in other people's Facebook groups and speak at online summits and events and things like that because I show up and I deliver on Facebook Live. So it's almost like you're giving yourself a platform and you're raising your positioning. You're increasing your expertise and your positioning as an expert. And plus, it's a great skill to learn that you'll have for life. You know, video's not going away. Live video is not going away. We're going to have it for many decades to come, no doubt. So if you haven't worked on the skill, when are you going to do it? You know, if not now, when? Because you're going to get left behind. Your competitors are going to take over you, and you could be way better than your competitors, which is such a shame if they're the ones that are being bold and confident and stepping up on Facebook Live videos. So give me a yes if you want to do a Facebook Live video, if you are wanting to do more as a strategy, as a content creation strategy. Hi Anna, how you doing? If you're wanting to do it. Kerry Devi says she's tried a couple baby steps. Yeah, it's all about baby steps. Facebook, when it shows your memories, it comes up with like my first Facebook Live videos, and it's just so cringe. I look at it and I just like, oh my gosh, I can barely watch that. It's so embarrassing. And I'll probably in 1 year's time, I'll look at this Facebook Live video and go, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. But you've just got to get out there and get started because people aren't expecting perfection. You know, it's all about progress, not perfection. And if you don't do it, you're never going to get better at it. The reason I've got better and better at it is because I've just consistently kept doing it. Like anything, right? It's just a skill. It's quite interesting the amount of people that say, oh, I'm so bad at Facebook Lives. And I'll say, how many have you done? And they'll say 2 or 3. And so, well, of course you're bad at it. Everyone's bad at it at the beginning. You know, 10 years ago, none of us knew how to do Facebook Live. So every single person that does show up and actually says, right, I'm doing it scared. Every single person had to start somewhere, right? It's like any skill that you learn. So I'm going to go through the 5 mindset hacks. But before I do that, I want to share the 3 main problems that I've discovered over the years of working with people who want to step up and be better on video and be better at presenting. The 3 main problems that they come up against. And the first one is a fear of judgment. So fearing other people judging them. And this is a very common human fear of people judging. Something that really helped me overcome the fear of judgment is only speaking to my people. So the people who aren't my people, they will not watch this. They will be repelled by this. And marketing is all about repelling the wrong people and attracting the right people. So it's actually good for some people to judge you because that means you're being bold, you're being confident in your message, you're not watering it down and trying to be all things to all people. That's the worst thing you can do. You just miss your whole market. People want to know that you understand them, that you value them, that you speak their language, that you are like them. And it's very hard to do that through the written word because all we see is typing. We all look the same through typing, but we all do not look the same on video, right? So just accept the fact that there are going to be people who are judging you. But I don't worry about that because I'm not judging myself anymore. I was so fearful of people judging me because I was judging me. And we attract that. You know, we project onto the world our own limiting beliefs. So just accept the fact people are going to judge you. Good. You know, every successful person gets judged. I quite like the feeling of, oh, if someone doesn't like what I'm doing, I'm joining the success club. You know, these people that are doing great things and getting thumbs down on YouTube and getting, you know, people not liking it. It just means you're successful. So it's a good thing if people judge you. The second thing, the second problem is that people have this massive imposter syndrome. I posted today on the group what is some of your content creation struggles. And Adriana, hello, shout out if you're watching this. She said, yeah, not feeling like I know enough, not feeling like I know my topic, and who am I to talk about that? And I totally relate to you, Adriana, because I've definitely felt that so many, many times in my life before. Who am I to think that I can teach on this topic? I don't know everything about it. It's almost like we think that if we're going to show up as the expert on something, that we have to know every single thing on that topic. And if we miss something, then suddenly we're a fraud. It's called imposter syndrome. And it is rife, and it is a killer of people's dreams. And that breaks my heart, because you do know enough. Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking about that topic. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect, doesn't mean you have to know everything about it. There are always going to be people who know more than you, and there's always going to be people who know less than you. So you don't want to rob the people who can benefit from your message and your teaching and your inspiring stories that only you have. Remember, no one else has your stories and your way of sharing things. People often say to me, oh, I've heard that before, Kat, but the way you said it, it just clicked. Or when you shared how you applied that concept in your life, oh, now I can see how I can apply it in mine. There's nothing new under the sun, but there's different ways of applying it, different stories, your own different experience, your personality, like all those filters that information knowledge goes through, so that the delivery is completely unique. So that mindset helps you overcome that imposter syndrome. And speaking to your ideal client helps a lot. I had imposter syndrome because I was scared of those people that had master's degrees or PhDs in business, and it was like, who am I to call myself a business coach? And I just totally had to reframe who am I to why not me? Why not me? It doesn't matter that I didn't finish school. That doesn't make someone a great business owner. Like, university's awesome, but so is school of life. You know, I've learned from running my own business for years and years and having hundreds of clients and spending thousands of dollars on education. That's how I've learned. But it's not traditional, right? So when you let go of who you think you should be and you actually just embrace, that wasn't my path. That wasn't my path. And I'm grateful that I didn't go to university, because it wasn't meant for me. It's meant for someone else. That's their path. And you can just let go of that and say, my people don't care about that. My people like me as I am. I don't have to change for them. And then the third problem is a fear of rejection. So a fear that actually, you know, maybe your friends will see it and they think, oh, who does she think she is? Or a fear that, you know, you won't be liked, or that maybe you'll be misunderstood, or maybe people are going to find out that I don't know everything about it, and therefore they're going to reject me. All of those things, they're just killers of dreams. That's all they are, and they are lies. They're actually lies. So we cannot buy into those lies. So I'm going to go through the 5 mindset hacks now. I just want to read your comments in the chat box. Hi, Alison. Good to see you. Alison did a 30-day challenge. Amazing. It was uncomfortable, but it got easier. I love it. Karen's done 2 and thought it was disastrous. That's just the meaning you've given it. I'm sure other people wouldn't have thought it was disastrous. Good on you for doing it, Karen. Anna says, social media is about personality. Speaking to the ideal client helps so much. Yes, so true. It's helped me so much as well. Trish says, what changed my mind about imposter syndrome and feeling like I should be an expert but aren't is something I read in Chillpreneur. It said something like, don't think you need to be an expert as a subject. You're a contributor of a subject. Nobody is an expert. How good is that? You're a contributor of a subject. I love that reframe, Trish. Remember that mindset. So much of mindset is about reframing and what meaning we choose to give something. In NLP, they say all change is a change in meaning. So the first hack for you is, number 1, you've got to identify the fear. Identify it. Call it out. Like, tell it as it is. What is the fear? Because most people do have the fear. If you have a fear of doing Facebook Lives, you're not alone. You're not some special, unique, like, you are special and unique, of course, but you're not different to everyone else. Everyone has the fear. I remember when I did Present Like a Pro, which is the 6-day presenters course with Authentic Education, and this was in 2013. And I remember walking into the building, they had their office there at Castlereagh Street, and they had a training room. And I remember walking in, there's about 50 business people there. And I looked at everyone's faces, and suddenly it dawned on me, everyone is scared. Everyone. Like, there were these business people that were immaculately dressed, and they had the tie and the business suit, and they were looking so suave, and they were trembling. Like, they were either red when they got up to speak, they were either red or shaky or nervous, or fidgeting, all this nervous energy. And suddenly I was like, wow, I'm not alone, and I'm not going to be the worst one here. Not that it's about comparison, but somehow we always think that we're, everyone's going to be better than us. But I love that what Trish says, contribute over the subject. So identify, what is the fear? So for me, I feared that I would come across as silly. I would forget what I was going to say. I would fear that I'd say the word too much, and I would stumble across my words and people would think I was stupid. I feared that people were going to jump on, that were going to, I guess, like heckle me, which I was not used to, but I'd had some of that playing in a band, and we loved it. We were like, yeah, bring on the hecklers, like bring on the haters. And we just kind of, it was good, but we had, like, there were 5 of us in the band. I was thinking, it's just me in the spotlight. Literally, I've got my light on and the spotlight on my face. So write down what your fear is. What's your fear? Like, maybe pop it in the chat box if you are willing to step out in boldness and vulnerability and just actually say what your fear is. What is the actual fear of doing a Facebook Live video? Hi, Donna. Thank you. What is your fear? So you've got to identify it. And if you post it publicly like this, I mean, this is a very supportive, beautiful community that you're part of with amazing people on here. But it's like putting the light on when there's cockroaches, right? It's like they scurry into the dark. So when you put a light on a subject, it loses its power. So what is the specific fear? Really bring it out, like understand and identify what's the fear. The second hack is to remember your why. Because love, I believe, conquers fear. Love is a more powerful force than fear. So fear and love can't exist. You can't feel loving towards yourself and fearful at the same time. You can't experience those two polar opposite emotions. I was in a course once where, I think it was Authentic Education, where we had to rub our right knee with so much love, like love that knee. And then on your left knee, try and rub that knee with hate. Hate that knee, get angry at that knee, and try and love that knee and hate that knee at the same time. And we found that we couldn't. We could go between the two very quickly, but we couldn't actually experience love and hate at the same time. And it's the same as with your passion. When you remember your passion, why you're actually doing this, why is it important for you to share that message? And come back to gratitude. We get to put on a video and talk about something that we're passionate about. I never want to take that for granted. I'm so grateful that I get to show up on Facebook Live videos. I don't have to. I don't think I should. I want to show up. I love showing up live because I'm in a community of people, of entrepreneurs. It's not like I'm hitting live on the world. I'm hitting live in a private group that you actually have to be accepted into, and you have to accept the rules of the group. So it's very safe space. But even if it isn't, my passion is strong enough to take me through that fear. I don't focus on the fear. I focus on why I'm doing this. I want to get a message out to as many people as I can that you can have a life of freedom. You can have a profitable business doing what you love. It's possible. It's possible to be a 6-figure coach. I've done it myself, and I know that it's possible to do it from home using your laptop. And I know that because I've done it. And so I'm so convicted on that. And I want to help so many more people who are struggling to find clients, to attract clients, to sign them up, that dissolves the fear. It cannot exist in a strong why. This is why humans do incredible things when they understand their why. It's so powerful. So I'd love it if you could post in the comments right now, whether you're watching the live or the replay, What is your why? What is going to keep you going? What is going to get you over this hump to showing up consistently on Facebook Live videos? What's going to do it for you? For me, I just did not want to be the person that ran away from fear. I wanted to be the person who ran towards my fears, face them square on. And I've always done that because I know that the more you run away from fear, the more it just chases you. It's a predator prey thing. You run away from it and it just chases you. So I'm like, right, I'm turning 180. I'm running at that fear. So Trish says fear of judgment. Cool, thanks Trish. And now you can start to do a little bit of a brain dump or a mind map on that. Okay, who specifically? So some questions I ask my coaching clients. Who are you afraid of the judgment? What types of things are you scared of them saying? Is it more important to you what they think than what your tribe thinks, what your people think? And as you just start unpacking it, because I remember having a coaching session with my coach about the fear of Facebook Live videos because I was terrified, literally. And when he said, "Who is it?" I said, "Everyone." And he goes, "No, it's not. Who is it?" It's like, oh, he goes, "Well, is it your mum? No. Is it this person? This person? No." So I eliminated all these people I wasn't scared of. It came down, it was an ex-boss when I was a trainer and assessor, and would always go on to me about the fact that I was teaching certificate 4 because I didn't have the right degree to teach diploma level, blah, blah. And I just remember at the Christmas party feeling completely inadequate and not smart enough. And it was actually him. I didn't want him to see it. And so the coach said, well, just stop following him and don't show it to him, or do it in a group where he's not there. Why is he even on your Facebook? And I realized that I had robbed all these other people because of the fear of this one person and people like him. So really figure out, who are you afraid of and who aren't you afraid of? Because you're showing up for the people that need you and like you. Donna says, knowing I'm created to make a difference in people's lives and worrying about failing. Just realized that today. Interesting. Love absolutely wins every time. Love that, Donna. Thank you for sharing. To help people achieve their financial freedom, Vibe Hub. Awesome. I love that. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, number 3. You need to choose what to believe. You get to choose what you believe. You can believe those lies, those limiting beliefs, those limitations. You can argue for your limitations and you'll always win. Or you can choose certain beliefs. And these are the things that I believe. It is a privilege to show up on Facebook Live. It is an honor to have a laptop that reaches the internet. I am so lucky that I get connected to the internet, that I have money, that I can show up in this way and serve people. That's the mindset that I choose to believe. I choose to believe people want to hear what I have to say. What I have to say is valuable. I'm valuable. These are the things that you can believe. You can choose to believe it, or you can choose to believe, oh, I might stuff up. People might think this. Like, what we focus on, we become, right? So if you focus on how hard it is, how scary it is, blah, 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 you just get yourself into a spin, right? And you'll just spin your wheels and you won't move forward. Facebook Live videos always gets me clients. Like, it does. People book into my calendar, people private message me afterwards. They say, I like your message, I want to have a free session with you. It's easy. It's not why I do it. Well, it's not the primary reason I do it. I do it to help people like you. But it definitely has got me lots of paid clients. So I choose to believe that it's a powerful strategy, that whether I'm nervous, whether I find it hard or not, it doesn't matter, I'm showing up anyway. So you get to choose what you believe. Is number 3. Okay, number 4 is to focus on your message. And by focusing on your message, it takes your eyes off yourself. When you focus on yourself and you're really self-conscious about how you're looking and how you're sounding and how your posture is and how you're whatever, then it's all self-focused. But I'm not thinking about myself right now. I am now that I'm talking about it. But generally, I'm focusing on what I want to say and how I can best communicate this to you so that you grab it and you not only hear the information, but you take action. And you're inspired to do a Facebook Live video. That is my intention for this video, is to inspire you to do a Facebook Live video. And so when you focus on that message, is how can I get this person to do a Facebook Live video, because I know the power of them. So I try this way, this way, this way, and I focus on how can I best share that with you so that you actually do something about this and you don't just hear this information. And number 5 is decide to take uncomfortable action. You get to decide to take uncomfortable action. It is not comfortable doing a Facebook Live. Your heart will probably race, you might sweat, you might stumble, you might find it hard to swallow. Your body will probably react because you're stepping out of your comfort zone. It's live. Your body realizes that it's live, that things could go wrong. It's not a big deal. Worst case scenario, the internet goes, it doesn't work. Like, who cares? None of that matters. We've got to show our brain that I do hard things. That's what entrepreneurs do. They don't shy away from challenges. They show up, they take uncomfortable action, lots and lots and lots of action. Your community wants to see you being consistent so that they trust you. It's not about doing a Facebook Live every month or 2. You want to consistently show up because you have so much to say, my friend. Who agrees that you've got a lot to say? You know a lot about a lot of things, and you only have to present the stuff that you know a lot about. You don't have to write it, present a big essay. You don't have to have all these notes. You just talk about something that you know. And, preparation is good, but sometimes I don't have time to prepare. I didn't have time today. I wrote these 5 things at 7:45 because I know this stuff. So some days I do a lot of preparations for my Facebook Live. Sometimes I'm busy with clients. So you just have to focus on the things that you're good at and know that it will flow out of you. You've got to actually trust yourself. And that's part of choosing what you believe. So those are 5 mindset hacks for Facebook Live videos. I think you'll agree that running live events on video and Facebook, as well as webinars, as well as online workshops, are the way things are going right now, or have been for a while, but it's only going to get more and more that you need to develop these skills as a business owner. And if you don't, you're going to be left behind. So this is something that I'm so passionate about teaching. It's the thing that I am most passionate about teaching, is how to present yourself and communicate your value. And that's why I run workshops and webinars on this subject. And I have one coming up on Saturday, the 4th of July. So if you want to know how to run online events, meaning Facebook Live videos, webinars and workshops, these are the things that have built my business to a 6-figure coaching business, full-time in my business, without having a whole heap of tech experience. I was a personal trainer. I had to learn all this myself, and now I'm really confident with the tech, and I'm confident with the actual presentation structure, which is what I'm going to be sharing at the workshop, how to get people to come to your events. And it's going to be lots of live interaction and feedback, so I can give you specific advice and input, expert eyes on your business, and how to use this strategy for yourself. So I'll pop the link in the chat box or in the comments box, and if you're interested, check it out. So it's bit.ly/GYB for Grow Your Business July, or JUL20, and that's the link for the workshop. It's called Grow Your Business with Online Events. And if you haven't already registered, there is an early bird that finishes on the 28th of June, which is coming up on, I think it's Sunday. Yeah, so a few days left. So if you haven't already checked it out, go and have a look, see if it feels like the right fit. The power of running online events can get you so many clients, and if you have the right strategy, it can happen for you very quickly. It can actually really speed up your growth exponentially. It's so much more effective than just doing written content. So I hope that's really provided you some things to think about and some inspiration. I'd love to know when your next Facebook Live is. So pop it in the comments. When are you actually going to take action on what I talked about? I don't ever want what I share on Facebook Live to just be interesting information for you. I want it to be immediately usable and practical. So please share with me the action you're going to take. Share with me any questions that you have, and I'll answer them in the comments. And also let me know if there's anything else I can do to help and support you. Business is too hard to do alone, and the world is waiting for your words. Your people are waiting for your words. Thanks for joining me live. I appreciate you. I love connecting with you live, and those of you on the replay. Take care. Bye for now.